Okay, now that we're all here, let's get straight to the point.
Go ahead, the sooner we can go home again. What's this about anyhow? It's not even a sketch you'll sketch.
Sorry, but ever since we got Thorax's ladder, there has been something on my mind. Something I decided I won't just let stand. AJ!
Yeah?
In case you still think I haven't changed at all and I'm still the same asshole princess I used to be, think again. I took the liberty of making a list of every good deed I did ever since my all-deciding character moment.
Which one you mean?
Well, first there was this whole dystopian G5 future when I skipped ahead in time, and then later the loss of my magic. Mostly the latter.
Well, that also speaks volumes about you.
What do you mean? It's just because the loss of my magic was only my fault. My own arrogance.
And Equestria becoming a dystopian dictatorship ruled by Opaline wasn't?
Nah, I mean, I didn't even do anything. On the contrary, even, I was gone, so I couldn't even have done anything to cause it.
Except for, not being there. Your misser was what allowed everything to go the way it went.
Yeah, if we keep on expanding the range of causality, of course we're gonna end up at me sooner or later.
Oh, fuck you, Twilight. And to think you began the sketch by stating how you've changed and shit.
But I have! And since I knew you bastards wouldn't believe me, I wrote down every single thing I did. First, I've made plans to deal with the mirror pool problem.
Mirror pool? What problem?
The fact that ponies keep creating clones.
The only ones ever using it was Spike and Rarity.
No matter. I've seen to it that it stays that way.
So what, you block the cave entrance?
No, I simply put a curse upon the pool. Anyone who uses it now instead creates an evil clone of themselves, and they get trapped in the mirror space and have to watch as the clone destroys their lives. That should discourage ponies from using it at all.
Well, I hope you at least put a sign there.
Of course I did. It says in caps exactly what's gonna happen when they use it. If they still do it after that, that's their own fault.
Holy Twilight, why do all your plans always involve ponies becoming evil in some way? And you know damn well that just putting a sign up ain't gonna stop no pony.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay, then forget about the curse. Maybe I should just have it filled with acid.
Acid? Are you serious? There has to be a way to stop ponies using it without deadly force.
All right, then I'll just have it filled with cement. Maybe even the whole cave while I'm at it, just to make sure.
And can you maybe also find a way to block access without destroying a natural reservation of the Everfree Forest?
No. Next thing is, I also remembered all the businesses that have gone into my ownership after the Flimfthems were sent to Tartarus. I've stepped back from my executive positions for all those businesses and gave those rights back to their original owners. I wasn't doing anything with them to begin with. That also means Trixie Luce is now back where it belongs. With Trixie.
But Trixie sold it to them willingly. Ain't been no extortion there.
And she's welcome to sell it again. After all, she's owned it with all the hoops she went through. Pretending to be trans age in order to get with Brayburn because he was a fucking pedophile cream, and then poisoning him Romeo and Juliet style.
Despite the fucking scummy way Trixie took Appaloosa from him, y'all can't deny he had it coming big time.
Yeah, don't forget he also wiped out the bison because he had to be in a relationship with little Strongheart while he was sick with ponypox.
He was such a creep.
Agreed.
Anyway, it now belongs to Trixie again. If she wants to sell it off again to some other scumbag with money, that's her decision. Oh, and speaking of scumbags with money, does any pony know whatever the hell became of Iron Will? I mean, last we saw of him was him jumping out of an airship. He didn't even come back afterwards to collect his fee. Did he just fall to his death that way?
No, he had a parachute, don't you remember? We saw it opening.
So where did he go then? We never saw him again.
That's not true. He's been in another episode of Friendship is Magic. In Season 8, Episode 14, he was one of the substitute teachers Discord hired.
And there we have our answer. We weren't there to see it. And you can't excuse us not knowing that, I mean Season 8. Who the fuck even actively still watch this show post season 5? Didn't everyone just get all relevant plot info from the wikis? And it still doesn't explain where he went to after that episode. It's been 7 fucking years since then, and we never once heard from him again. Do you maybe know anything, Rarity?
No. But I didn't bother to ask my contact specifically about Aaron Will, though. Maybe they did hear something. I will get back to you on that.
Good. All right, now next up we have about the biggest issue with Equestria's healthcare system, and how I fixed it.
You mean everyone's getting free healthcare now?
What? No, of course not. What the fuck? I'm talking about Dr. Wheatley. You know, him and his running gag how he'd always use the wrong patient file and make the wrong operations, maiming and scarring his patients for life. That joke has long overstayed its welcome, so I've decided to get rid of it. By abusing the same corrupt system that even allowed a dangerous lunatic like him to become chief physician. I bribed Never Lose Hope Hospital's shareholders to promote Nose Redhard, now Dr. Redhard. She's the new chief physician now, and since there can be only one, Dr. Wheatley got demoted to an assistant doctor. That way he can still do his thing, but he doesn't get to decide the fate of patients anymore.
Huh. I must say this is a very efficient way of dealing with that problem, while also not just going to such extremes as to just like having him arrested or murdered or something.
Hey, yeah, that's what I could have done. Would have been way cheaper, too. Next time. Additionally, I got into contact with Starlight and finally made amends with her about that collapse stuff. So in turn, she was now able to fulfill my wish of using her TARDIS magic on the Ponyville orphanage, where all the nameless background fools ended up. That way we finally solved the issue of limited space, and the fools now get to sleep in actual beds instead of the floor.
Does that also include Rarity's Naturian slaves that were freed?
Oh, you mean the clones of them?
Yeah, just the clones. So, does it, Twilight?
Well, no. It might sound harsh saying that, but them I just destroyed with my magic. Wiped them out to dust. I know it may seem cruel, but you gotta remember, they were only clones.
Well, at least that tracks with your general history of dealing with clones. You sincerely don't see clones as living beings. Clearly demonstrated with how you didn't hesitate to vaporize me when you found out it was a clone.
Oh, my brother's clone is Celestia's hiding castle. This appears to be my iron standard. Clones are not ponies and need to be annihilated. And if Spike hadn't gotten ahead of me, I'd have killed his clone he made as well.
Wow. Okay.
By the way, Pinkie, don't you want to say thank you anytime now? After all, I'm the reason you were allowed to move back in with the cakes.
Wait, what? Holy off-screen development.
Yeah. I went to the cakes and got them to forgive Pinkie for that big order she messed up. They agreed to let her move back in the near future.
Yeah, thank you, Twilight. They already came to me and invited me back in, and even though I'm not sure whether I'm going back yet, I went to them for a visit at least. I even got a chance to see my old apartment. The good thing is, since any furniture in there was owned by the cakes, everything was still where it used to be. However, not everything was nice about coming back there, because next to my old bed, I found something. A little famished baby alligator.
Oh, right, Gummy! He existed as well.
That's right, he did. And for some reason, I never took him with me when I moved in with Twilight. I simply forgot him there.
Kinda becomes a pattern, doesn't it? For the longest time, you also have forgotten about having a son. You seem to really have a problem remembering creatures you're supposed to take care of.
Yeah, you really should work on that.
Hey, all one at a time. Right now, I'm focused on fixing my broken marriage. And that alone takes enough fucking energy, trust me. So, coming back to Gummy, does that mean we can assume he's dead? What? Oh, no, thankfully not. The Cakes would occasionally check on him and give him a little snack to keep him alive, but they also clearly told me that they didn't have very much to spare for him with all their monthly expenses. I guess it would be appropriate to pay them back for that.
I guess so too.
Mail time. Oh, hello again, Derpy. This time without the dumb jingle?
Yeah, we had a little uprising of sorts, and Mr. Boss is, reevaluating some of his decisions lately.
Yeah, I'm sure that's interesting, but you get something for us?
Yep, here you go.
Ha 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 ha! I've abducted Equestria's most important political figure. Respectfully, the villain.
Most important political figure, but I'm right here.
Something tells me they ain't talking about you, Twilight.
Then who? Luna? She's at Canada Theater right now preparing the annual housewarming play. We'd have heard if something happened to her. And Sunset Shimmer informed me that she was gonna spend the holiday season over in the humor world to form some new friendships with our counterparts.
Besides, Rabat has just finished her arc and he wants to put that character to rest for a while. Which is why she's gonna stay in the human world until the new year.
That leaves us with Cadence. I haven't seen her since we defeated Sunset, and then she and Shining Armor returned to the hiding castle where they lived now after King Sombra stole the Crystal Empire. I'm just gonna call him.
Oh, hi there, Twilight. What's up?
Hey, Shining Armor. Quick question. Do you happen to know if Cadence is alright?
All right. I think so. Well, she's out right now. She wanted to go and get something for later tonight, but I think she'll be back soon. It's been a couple hours, though, since she left.
And you're not worried about her?
Nah, she can look after herself. Besides, she left Beans out of flurry hard and she's got me all tangled up. Oh, shit. I gotta go, Twilight. It's well.
So I guess maybe it is her who's been taken.
Is Cadence really that important to Equestria, though?
Well, she's important to me, so there's that. So I guess we have no choice but to go there and make the exchange.
The what? Where do you get the idea it's about an exchange? And go where? There wasn't anything on that note that even resembled remotely useful information.
Oh, right. Well, since Robotus can't be asked to rewrite all of that crap, we'll just say it as it is. I know that stuff now because it moves the plot along. The kid never wants to meet us at the location where the next sketch will take place.
Ah, I know where that is. I even know a shortcut.
Perfect. And they want me to, surrender my crown in acceptance of the one and only truth. Huh. Well, that sounds inviting.
One and only truth. Surrender your crown. Does this culprit think they should be the rightful princess of friendship? Oh my god, it does sound like it. I swear if it turns out to be fucking Zakora again, I'm gonna...
Nah, don't worry, it can't be her. Remember, we established that she took over Nigeria. She's already got a crown, she doesn't need mine anymore. Besides, this kind of extortion isn't her style. She would just walk up to me and demand I hand it over, in spite of the complete lack of any realistic chance of that happening. Which she already has done so twice.
Also true. Okay, so I guess we'll just have to go and see for ourselves.
Fine by me. I don't have anything better to do anyway.
Let's go then, y'all.